My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. This is part 2 to the integrity check video. So I went off on a bit of a tangent of trying to raise people right and teaching your men how to be men and women how to be women in a relationship. And the truth of the matter is, only working together can relationships flourish. Which is why I said you must be honest with your significant other. You must let him or her know where they stand. You must tell them the truth from the jump. Because if you guys all know me, and hopefully she won't be watching this, you know, I never got the chance to fall out of love. Because to be honest, she never gave me a reason to. I fell in love with my ex-fiance every day I woke up, the way it's supposed to be. Now, granted, her feelings were never the same. She should have told me that shit. She should have told me before the second year, you know. She should have, like, from the jump, from coming home from Canada, had I known what was going to happen, I would never came home from Canada. You know, straight up and down. I never came home from Canada. I would not have wasted my time. I wouldn't have put my heart, soul, and everything I had into the relationship. Because when you love someone, that's what you're supposed to do. Thick, thin, better or worse, you're supposed to love them with your heart and soul. I was a lovesick fool. I own that. Integrity. Now, due to certain events, I'm not allowed to name that person. I'm not allowed to communicate on any way, shape, or form. So if she is watching, you can't sue me because you got no business fucking with my shit or watching my channel. And if you try to take me to court, they're going to tell you the same thing. Got that out the way. So, moving backwards in what I'm trying to tell everybody, communication. I communicated, she didn't. Simple as that. I was looking forward to spending the rest of my life with this person. Clearly, that was not in her agenda. Her agenda was to hurt me because someone hurt her so bad that she wanted all the fucking power. Well, congratulations. You succeeded in destroying my life because your life was destroyed. You've done a really good job. Alright? And women and men should not purposely set out to hurt innocent people for what people in their past have done to them. I made an abundant point that because of what was done to me, I would never do that to anyone else. Ever. I would not stoop to the level of pain and sorrow and manipulation that was done to me to make myself feel like I'm validated, because you don't validate yourself by destroying someone. You validate yourself by making someone want to be with you for the rest of your life, by making someone love you the way you're supposed to be loved. That was my whole plan. Clearly, that shit went to hell in a handbasket. I will always have love for her. I never fell out of love with her. I had to change my course by force, not by choice. Had I had it my way, shit would have never ended. I'm not that blessed. So what I'm telling you young men is be sure. Be sure you know what the woman wants. And man the fuck up. Because if it's not what the woman wants, but y'all got a kid, you got to do your job. You got to do your job as a man. You got to raise your kid. Boy or girl, you have to raise them so that they don't make the same mistakes you made. They got to learn the easy way or the hard way. Ain't nothing worse than learning the hard way. I know that. I swore to myself never to make the same mistake I made with my ex. And they say a man's supposed to have 3 good loves or great loves in their life. I only needed one. Found her. She will always be the love of my life, even though I will never be the love of hers. I will always be there for her. And to whoever, what girl I'm with now, you got to know that. So that you won't be like thinking that, there's something wrong with me. No, I'm going to tell you everything from the motherfucking jump. Because I don't have time to tell lies. It's too much work. All you got to do is watch one of my videos and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes things happen in life and we don't have a way of changing the course. Sometimes our course is not predestined. It's just forced upon us because some people make a choice that they shouldn't make. And then they wait 20 years to come back into your life and totally fuck shit up. That's not fair. You don't have the right to do that. Now, I'm not throwing knives or daggers at that person. And I'm not doing that shit because that makes me no better than having what done to me has been done. I would never do that to her or anybody. But I do have integrity. And though I can't mention her name, clearly she didn't have enough. Now, I want to tell everybody, especially us young men, you raising the future generation of men. You need to teach your men how to respect a woman. You need to teach your men how to love a woman and how to be loved by a woman. And love is more than just sex. And sex does not fix everything. It might fix everything in that moment. But the issue that hasn't been talked about is still going to be a fucking issue. You know, you're going to enjoy that 45 minutes of dopamine and dick fucking and sucking and shit. You're going to enjoy that. You're gonna revel in that. You're going to love every motherfucking minute of it. But as soon as the issue comes back up, and it will come right back up after the makeup or the breakup sex. It will come right back into play. So before you do anything, park your asses in chairs. Open up your fucking ears. Communicate. Now, I wasn't trying to rhyme like that on purpose. It's just making a statement. Communication is key to every relationship. Every relationship. It doesn't matter if you're two men together, if you're two women together, or if you're normal like man and woman. And I'm sorry if that was offensive, but that was the only way I could put that without being offensive. It's, you gotta know where you stand in life. You have to. It's only fair that you tell your partner, your lover, your wife, your whatever the hell's going on in that situation. You have to tell them the truth. And why do you have to tell them the truth? Because you have to have integrity to know where you want to carry your life to. I spoke to a lady earlier today because I was cold and I could only do my hand exercises because I'm no longer legally allowed to lift my feet off the ground according to the doctors. So until I can do that, my military career kind of ruined that, but my martial art career, I can still work the hands. I can still do fight scenes with the hands. I can still teach people, but I just can't do it myself because of this hip injury, and this one will be deteriorating even faster if I attempt it. Personally, well worth it, but I don't have any money, and the Army's not going to fix this one if it fucks up again, but they do have to fix this one. I don't like being laid up. I don't like not being able to work. And now that my leg is messed up, I totally have to find jobs that I can't really do, or that I don't really want to do, rather. Can't really is really an excuse to just be lazy. The jobs I want to do, I like stock jobs. And truth be told, if I had it my way, I'd be making movies right fucking now. Not an option. But if it was, I'd be filming right now. Every weekend, I would be knocking out some film scenes and putting shit together with the end of the month. However, since I'm not so fortunate to be blessed, and I am blessed to have this new hip and ability to walk and stand for a short amount of times, things happen. And, to be on the safe side, I'm following the doctor's orders. I'm not even really allowed to do anything outside of exercise. And exercise includes only one exercise, fucking walking. That's it. Not allowed to do anything else. No running, no skipping, no jumping, no climbing ladders, no heavy lifting, nothing. So like I said, integrity check. Do I like feeling this helpless? No, I do not. Does it often give me bouts of depression? Hell yeah, it does. But I know this. So you need to know this in a relationship. You need to know your integrity. You need to know where you stand. And you need to know where your partner has you in their life and where they stand. As a man, a lot of times, again, and I said this in the other video, and if I didn't, I'm saying it now, we refuse to give in to emotion. We are so scared that someone is going to call us a punk or somebody gay. To anybody gay who I just offended, I'm sorry. But men are raised from a young age that we have to be rough and tough as nails and all that stuff. And, we got to go out and cuss to prove that we're men. Kenny Rogers wrote a song called The Coward of the County that said, "Promise me, son, you won't do the things I've done and walk away from trouble when you can. Don't think I'm weak if I turn the other cheek. You don't have to fight to be a man." That is 1,000% true, depending on where the fuck you grow up at. Alright? I grew up in the projects, West Haven, and Charlottesville. A ghetto is a ghetto. It don't matter if it's in New York, if it's in DC, if it's in LA, if it's in fucking Florida. A ghetto is a ghetto, and no ghetto is harder than those ghettos over in Asia. So in Japan and China, those guys that live in those ghettos, they don't fucking play. We think we ghetto. We ain't seen nothing. Those motherfuckers don't play in the triads. They don't play in the fucking Yakuza. So if you think you're a badass motherfucker, keep thinking it. Don't try to actually go out and intimidate these motherfuckers. Not that I'm gonna get there. This video is to make young men become men. This video is to make young women know what kind of men they need to look for. A man that's gonna be there and not just say it to get into her drawers. Most of the men, even me at one time, would say anything to a girl to get into her drawers. Now with the roles flipping sometimes women will say anything to get into a man's drawers. But sometimes women will do anything to keep a man. Here's where I'm going to have to end this and probably create a separate video for you women and you women alone. So I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, and I'm going to leave that right there. Be seeing you.